Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to another edition of Talking Books and Shit. I'm Danny, and this is
Johanna.
And what we got for our lovely audience today, Johanna?
Whoop! Flowers for Algernon by, you can't see his name, but his name is Daniel Keyes.
Poor guy died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently he's written 8 books, though.
Yeah,
but this one is his most popular, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I first came to know this book because my 7th grade teacher read about, like...
Should I hold this up, like...
You don't have to whisper. It's still on, you know that, right?
Should I hold this up? I don't know.
Sure.
A visual representation of what we're talking
It's
about.
not a representation, it's the book. It's the book.
Like a visual aid.
That's why we're never gonna get subscribers. Look, we're already a minute in.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
Wait, I first got recommended this book by my 7th grade teacher, Mr. Flores. Thank you, Mr. Flores, who was real big into like American literature and stuff like that. And this is one of the books he recommended. He read like 5 chapters to us and then stopped reading.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, he didn't read to us. I mean, we read it as a class. It'd be weird to have it fucking, still be read to in 7th grade. I'm not in that kind of class. But, which kind of brings us to our book. I ended up reading in 8th grade. Can't remember if I cried at the end.
This is politically incorrect.
No, it's not. It's nothing politically anything about this book. All right. This is a wonderful science fiction book. It's written in first-person narrative through the eyes of a retarded fellow named Charlie Gordon.
It's kind of through his diary entries, so it's like he writes them out.
Yeah.
So you can.
Yeah, go on.
So you can kind of see his his writing style and like his spelling, the way he like speaks and stuff. I thought it was interesting. It was really well done.
It's really easy to read for the first third through the last fifth of the book. Mostly because this is about a retarded fellow, and he undergoes a scientific experiment to make him smart, and he becomes like a super genius whiz, right? And before they test it on him, they test it on a mouse called Algernon, which is where the name of the book comes from. Now, what this book is about is seeing him get smarter and smarter and smarter intellectually, but emotionally, he's not quite all there yet. He has trouble maintaining relationships with people, building trust with people.
He also has a hard time processing his life in general, like the things that's happened to him in the past and the things that are happening to him now. He has a hard time like dealing with them.
Yeah, like before he didn't dream when he was retarded. I don't know if there's any scientific validity to that, or he's just making shit up for scientific literary purposes. But as he gets smarter, he dreams and dreams more, and he learns to interpret things. And like before, he failed the Rorschach test, right? Yeah. So you see him just get smarter and smarter and grow up to realize that first off, he works at a bakery, and he realizes that everyone at the bakery treats him like shit. Mm-hmm. Like if someone does something stupid, they go, "Oh, I pulled a Charlie Gordon."
It was so sad. But like before he underwent the surgery and everything, he thought everyone was his friend and like they loved him. And so it was very hard to read.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's that like ignorance is bliss kind of thing, I guess. It's like. Would you rather not know, like think everyone was so nice to you, but in reality they treated you like shit? God. Or would you rather like know and be like, I have no friends, I have no fucking friends?
I think that's kind of the question that the book is asking too, because like before, when that was happening to Charlie, he was so much happier. Yeah. He was so much happier, and I don't know, I think personally I would want to be happy.
You'd want to be retarded.
What about you?
Me? I'd rather know. Because they're not my real friends. Well, okay, but okay, you know what? In the end, it kind of... Okay, so what happens is that the other part is that he's realizing all his life he just wants. I want to be smart. I want to be smart. Like he wants to be smart for himself. He wants to be smart to make his mom proud of him and all that. Like, he has these flashbacks to when his mom would try everything, like just like try to beat it into him and stuff. Take him to like a fucking like a fake some scam artist. They'll say, hey, I'm gonna make your retarded son normal, right? And she just craved that. Just I want my son to be normal so badly. She craved that so much, and it kind of like instilled this drive in Charlie where it's like
it was a little unhealthy the way she wanted it though. But anyway,
yeah, it kind of
it was really dysfunctional.
Yeah, I mean, it broke their family apart.
Yeah,
broke their family apart because his dad Matt was like, why the fuck am I working for other people when I could have started my own business? But we're pouring in tens of thousands of dollars into therapy that doesn't work. Like, can you just accept your son and love him for who he is? And she couldn't. But like when his sister Norma, you want to talk about Norma?
What about her?
Well, when Norma came along,
so many things to say about her.
When Norma came along, yeah, his mom just like, fuck Charlie. Like, we'll send him away. I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck this kid. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
She even used like Norma as kind of leverage against Charlie. Like whenever Charlie would try to get close to her or like talk to her or even look at her, she'd say something like oh, don't let him near her, or like he's looking at her inappropriately or something really messed up.
Well, I thought the book was that he did have like trouble controlling his urges and his like he was getting erections and stuff.
I think that was just in general though, because like he was going through puberty and everything. Like, I don't know. I think that was just in general. I don't think they were like towards his sister or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed.
Anyways, okay, as he's getting smarter and smarter, it's just all these people that he thought were real smart, like the professors that he looked up to, the PhD students, the college students. Like he gets so much smarter than them that he realizes that a lot of them have fragile egos and will not admit that they don't know anything. But it's just that he's like so far up. Like his idea of normal is like he thought everyone would just be a genius, right? But it ends up like just isolating him and everyone else around him. Yeah, so that was yeah, I remember one part where it's like, how many languages do you speak? And the guy was like, 3. It's like, what, you don't know any Indian or German? Or like, what are you, an idiot?
But he was talking to like a psychology professor that was working, like he's one of like the top scholars in his field and everything.
Thing is, those guys, that's just some guy. That's just some guy. I
mean, he's done like so many other things though. Like, I mean, he's a huge scholar. He just doesn't have time to learn 10 languages.
Yeah. Anyways, Charlie eventually, through his own genius, figures out that this whole experiment is doomed to backfire in the end. Like, it's going to make him even more retarded. So the first half of the book is just watching him get smarter, and then like the last bit he just comes crashing down, and that kind of was
Is it too late to say that we do spoilers in every single one of our videos?
Yeah, fuck it. These people don't read. This is not a recommendation. This is
or like a poorly executed Spark Notes.
Yeah, I guess. It's not even in order. It's not even in order.
There's no analysis, though.
This is for us, not for you. I don't care if you're watching. Fuck off. Let's close it. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, knowing that you're going to be dumb again, or like that your mental capacity just isn't going to be there anymore, that must be like... That must suck. That's like knowing you have dementia or Alzheimer's or it's coming and shit, and just not being able to stop it.
You know what I thought was also sad, like related to that? He knew it was going to happen to him because he was watching it happen to Algernon, and like Algernon was his friend and stuff, and I know, it was just, oh my God. That made me really sad. There's not much happy happens in this book. Not much at all.
Oh, you know what was like the scene that hurt me the most?
What was it?
There were a few actually, but like when he meets his dad again, his dad doesn't recognize. Okay, his dad left his mom because like the strain of it all was way too much for him, right? And basically Charlie was abandoned to his uncle. His uncle took care of him for a while, and like Charlie eventually like got him a job at his best friend's bakery. Like his uncle eventually died, but said told his friend, look, Donner, please take care of Charlie for me, right? He died, but Charlie was good enough to live in his own apartment, attend school, just works at the bakery and all that. But anyways, his dad left. And he's just been trying to reconnect with him because, like, his dad accepted him for who he was. He was like, my son's like this, that's fine, But it was his mom who couldn't take it and wanted him to be normal, And so his dad, as he finds out, started his own barbershop like he said he would,
He goes there.
Charlie goes in to get a haircut.
Yeah. And he was he was kind of hoping that the dad would recognize him and stuff.
Yeah, he was hoping like, God, he went for a haircut and then he said, oh, I'm meeting someone. Like that's why I'm getting this haircut.
He got like an entire package with like a shave, a haircut, and all that stuff. And his dad goes, oh, that's a lot or something like that. And then Charlie goes, yeah, I'm meeting someone really important.
And then he never had the balls to tell his dad, like, hey, it's me, your son. Look at me, I'm normal now. Like, that's all he wanted to do. That's one of the most heartbreaking things. Like, he tried to do that with his dad. And it didn't work. His dad was like, well, what are you, a wise guy? Because he just froze up and wanted to leave, right? And it's like, oh, you owe me $5. And it was, oh, sorry, sir. And then he just pays his dad and leaves. Didn't say nothing. That broke me. And the other part was, by the time he was, I guess, good enough for his mom, it's like, it was too late. He visits his mom, and she now has, like, dementia. Like, she fucking... can't remember any of it, and he leaves her a copy of his papers saying, like, talking about the experiment and all that. Like, look, your son's a scientist, Mom. Please be proud of me. Please be proud of me. Remember me.
She was for a little while, but she.
But then she freaked out and tried to waved a knife at him. God, it's so sad.
Rough.
Yeah, this book's really sad. You shouldn't read it if you're a pussy.
Really, oh my God, it's really sad.
This book talks a lot about love, too.
Mm-hmm. In what way?
What do you mean, in what way? Miss Kenyon, he falls in love with his teacher who taught him special ed, and they start dating, but, it's like this was one of the parts I hated about the entire book, because it's like, they do it like, they're too graphic with it, okay? They make it so that every time that Charlie tries to have sex with her, he can't, because he looks in the mirror and he sees like retarded Charlie, like with a really dumb retarded look on his face, staring back at them, right?
Because I mean, old Charlie's sexuality was like super repressed because of his mom, like his experience with his mom. So the old Charlie is like deathly scared of that. Shit. And that's why he gets into like cold sweats and like nervous like headaches and stuff.
I don't know, they made it like retarded Incredible Hulk, like when he's like looking in the mirror, like he sees like the Hulk version of himself, because that's what the Incredible Hulk is.
I didn't like that part either too though. I thought it was
I thought it was really cheesy when he's banging the artist. And then he's like looking in the mirror and he sees retarded Charlie. He's like, I don't care if you see. Go ahead, watch us.
No, I didn't get how Charlie in the mirror didn't care, because like Charlie doesn't actually love like the artist girl, Faye. Her name was Faye. Yeah. And I was like, no, but like I don't know. I just thought the whole logic was like off. I don't know. You know what I also didn't like?
What?
There's a scene in the book where Charlie and Miss Kinnian go to a concert in the park, and then he sees himself in third person or something like that, and he sees somebody in the bushes all of a sudden. Like
I thought it was a masturbator.
Something like that.
I can't remember.
I think it was a masturbator. That's why he freaked out.
Masturbator, yeah.
But like, just the part that he sees it in like from third person, like a different view. I was like, that's so Matilda. I don't know.
Matilda.
I was into it.
It's been a while since I read Matilda.
I don't know. Like, the guy got so smart that now all of a sudden he has superpowers. Oh, I don't know.
Like pervert senses tingling. Just.
I wasn't
There's
into
a masturbator nearby.
And he sees him in detail.
Yeah. He's got that. He's got a gaydar. I don't know.
I thought that was like didn't fit the entire book, but
yeah. The only other thing I didn't like was okay, so he can't have a boner when he's with his special ed teacher Alice. So he's seeing this lady that lives across the hall, Faye, and she is like just, you know, she walks around naked, paints herself. It's very stereotypical, like, oh, this is what an artist is like. Like, I feel like Daniel Keyes didn't meet a lot of people. Just he watched a lot of movies, like, as an artist is like.
She was a trope, you mean?
Yeah, very. She was a blonde girl with big tits, walks around, you know, drinking and painting and dancing.
Yeah, like she hangs out at her house, like in her bra and panties, and doesn't care when random guys walk in and see her.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, the other thing was that, you know, she takes him out dancing, and when he gets drunk, like, retarded Charlie comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really uncomfortable to read.
I know. That was... yeah, I felt like he could have shaved that off, like, the book. When I'm done.
I think Faye wasn't, like... Not that she was a bad character. I think she was badly done. I think she was just badly done.
Yeah, because...
Like, she was just there to kind of...
Daniel Keyes never got laid. That's what
She was there to serve a purpose for the plot, not like she's not really a real character.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It reads kind of like Daniel Keyes is super sexually repressed, and then it's like his idea of like, yeah, she's such a whore, and then she does this, she drinks, she's a bad girl.
Not to rag on girls that are like that, because if you do, you go, girl. But
do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, it's like the way he writes. It was
the way he wrote her though, like, was strange. Yeah.
I do think it would have been. Do you think the writing was bad enough for those worst written sex awards they do every once in a while?
What do you mean?
Like, they have these awards, kind of like the Razzies for movies, where it's like, these are the worst sex scenes in fiction.
Oh.
Worst sex scenes in fiction.
I've read worse.
You read worse?
I've read worse.
What have you read?
That sex scene in A Feast for Crows? Holy crap, no.
Which sex scene? Who?
The one between
Samuel Tarly.
It's really bad. I recommend you go and read it.
No, I've heard about it.
It's hilarious.
I remember reading it a long time because someone posted it up on a forum.
Yeah.
Just so you could read it, and I'm like, God damn. George R. R. Martin. Come on! Watch some porn for reference.
Or have some sex.
Ah, that's mean.
I'm sure he gets plenty, though.
Well, like Game of Thrones groupies?
Yeah, I'm sure there's...
He dresses up like Khal
Drogo.
Drogo.
That's creepy. I hope George R. R. Martin doesn't watch this. It's really creepy.
That's why it's called Talking Books and Shit. This is the shit part. Talking shit about George R. R. Martin.
He's a good writer, though, okay? Just that sex scene wasn't working
He's
for me.
He's slow, that's what it is.
That sex scene wasn't working for me either. Just saying.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the book?
I have one question.
Yeah, what's the question?
Okay, so I read this book because of you.
Yeah.
Because it was one of your favorite books ever. But, like, when the time you recommended it to me and I read it, you hadn't read it for, like...
Oh, like
for
more
the
than like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like I had to reread it like 6 months ago.
Again.
No, not even 6 months ago. 3 months ago, I went to Cuba.
Oh yeah. Okay. And
I went to Cuba.
yeah, a lot of stuff has happened, but since our last video. But my question was, since rereading it, do you still feel like this is your one of in your top favorites?
That's the thing, It's this thing about when people say growing up is watching your heroes die. Have you ever heard that? Hey, okay, it's not bad. It's still a very good book, but it's just yeah. I mean, I guess when I'm 13, I don't know anything about sex and shit like that. You read and you just don't know much about women in general. You just read about Faye and it's like, oh, okay, I guess. You have no other reference, But now I'm reading it ugh, all right, I can skip this one. I'd skip it, but still very good, solid, but not an all-time favorite.
Yeah, I feel the same. I mean, I'm not as disappointed by it as you are the second time I read it, because you read it when you were a teenager for the first time, and the first time I read it was 2 years ago. So my opinion hasn't changed too much. Yeah. But I could see some flaws the second time I read it.
I mean, it's not as bad as rereading Clifford the Big Red Dog again, but it's just... It's a few... It's before it was 10 out of 10. Now it's I'll give it an 8.
An 8? So that's your rating?
4 to 5 stars. 4 to 5 stars.
I gave it 4 out of 5 too.
Yeah, 4 to 5 stars?
I still want everyone to read it though. I think it's important.
It's important?
Yeah. It says a lot about intelligence.
Yeah.
And people basing their self-worth and other people's worth on their intelligence.
Yeah. I liked the part where Gimpy stood up for him in the end, Yeah. They stood up for him in the end because, he caught a bunch of them stealing and stuff like that and, doing bullshit in the bakery, so he thought, he got real pissed off.
For Gimpy to be salty as fuck.
Yeah, and then, there's this new guy there and he picks on Charlie and then, I think Frank or something grabs his arm and threatens to break it. You treat Charlie like that, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Get out of here, kid. Yeah, so it was,
that was one of the few.
I don't know. It's you can still be smart and have friends, okay? This is why I don't want nerds to wallow and stuff. But I have no friends because I'm so smart.
Let me tell you something. The reason you have friends is not because you're smart. You don't have friends is not because you're smart. It's because you suck.
Exactly. This is
talking shit for real.
Talking shit for real. All right. Anything else to add?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I like this book.
Yeah.
Recommend. Yeah. It's not perfect, but
it's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Signing out. Until next time, we're talking books and shit. Yeah, I really did the thing again. All right. Take care.